Hi, Gander. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's why I call it the Bridge and Gap spread. And the way it works is we'll get the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get the roll that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. And that's where the Bridge and the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Ace of Coins. So to me this says that you saw a lot of potential within the connection. So to me this is probably in the early stages, right? So you might have just saw qualities in them that made you think that you could potentially go the distance with this person if you were to take the relationship to the next level. Right, and past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So to me, this says that maybe their drawback within the connection was they just had a lot on their plate, because I look at the one sword at her feet pointed toward this direction, which to me would represent that desire to communicate with you. But then we also see the 9 above their head, right? And if we look at the facial expression, they don't look all that thrilled. So you could just be saying they might have just had a lot on their plate at the time to where they couldn't really give to the connection, even though they might have had an interest in doing so. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Staves. So to me, this says the passion for this person is most likely growing for you. This is an Aries energy here, and maybe this is partially due to having Mars in your sign as well. So maybe that's even bringing that energy out of you more. But yeah, to me, this says that your passion for them is growing. We do see the body language now facing the cards on the side as well. So I feel like this is saying you might have a growing passion for them. For some of you, maybe part of the drawback might be the two of you might be in the same workplace. So maybe that's why there is some reluctance to pursue it as well. But not for all of you. Could just be pointing simply to the passion there. All right, and present energy on their side, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So to me, this says that on the surface, they might seem like they're open to love, right? They might seem like they're opening up, and I do feel like on the one hand, they definitely do enjoy your company, but then beneath the surface, they're still like picking up the pieces from a previous connection that they had, So I feel like this is saying that on the one hand, they do want to be involved in a new connection, but I feel like they're still kind of licking their wounds from whatever went wrong in their previous connection at this time. All right. Future energy on your side, we have the 2 of Coins. So to me, this says that your passion for this person might still be there, but your feelings might start to run a little hot and cold, right? Because maybe, you guys are fairly intuitive most of the time, so maybe you're picking up on that, okay, on the surface, they're making it seem like everything's fine and they're open to letting the connection grow, but you might actually feel a little bit of that undercurrent that we were talking about as well, that underneath the surface they might still be, recovering from the previous connections and are not fully open to the connection. And then that in turn seems to be making you feel like, okay, on the one hand, I still desire them, but realistically, do I see it going anywhere? All right, future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, at the very least, it shows that they do have that desire to have the fresh start, right? They do want to give to the connection. It's just a matter of, like we said, how quickly would they really be able to put the previous situation fully behind them to embrace the new opportunity with you. So might require a little patience. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the 5 of Staves. So this is Leo energy here. And this could just be pointing to something as simple as, maybe when the two of you might attempt to flirt with each other, it doesn't come out as expected, right? So maybe if we look at the two masculine energies there, it looks like they have a bit of smiles on their faces, and then we see the feminine energy looks a lot more serious, right? Like they're trying to stop whatever's going on. So it could just be one of those things where, you might approach something with a more playful attitude and, maybe it doesn't come out right or vice versa. So that could be a bit of a struggle you guys have with the connection too. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Sun. So, a Leo energy here. But yeah, this could just be saying that again, like I said, obviously we see in the past, it looks like they had a lot on their plate, and maybe at least some of that was still dealing with putting a previous connection behind them. We see, like we said, on the surface in the present, it looks like they're presenting as, yeah, I'm open to love. It sounds great. But then, like we said, we do see the Four of Pentacles beneath that, which shows that there's a little bit of holding on and still not really fully ready to move forward. But I feel like this is saying that that Sun energy shows that when they cross paths, you probably did open their eyes again to the possibilities of something new. So that's what I see with that. All right, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages Love Oracle card deck. Just gonna give this a few shuffles, and if we get a jumper, I'll take it. But if not, we'll actually just put the deck down, cut the deck, and pull a card that way. All right, so I'll put the deck down. And like I said, we'll cut the deck and pull a card that way. So we'll take this one. And let me get this out of the way. And we'll basically do the same thing with the Wisdom and the Oracle deck as well. So same situation, just going to shuffle this a bit. And if we get a jumper, we'll take it. But if not, we'll cut the deck and pull a card that way. Almost have one there. Oh, yep, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck. So from the Messages of Love, we have Healing. There we go. It says old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Interesting message there, because like I said, it definitely seems like this person's still trying to put something behind them. I did see it as a previous connection, but it could even go back further than that, right? Based on the message we see here. And then that makes me think of when I saw the Four of Pentacles energy, I forgot to mention that Pluto recently moved into the last 10 degrees of Capricorn, and that's what this card represents as well. So it could just be saying, especially now as that transit's taking place, it could have really brought that back out to the surface for them to put behind them. The good thing is there is, once it leaves Capricorn again in November, it's not going to be back there in our lifetime. So in theory, it wouldn't take them that long, but it could just be that transit's bringing it back out again for them. From the Wisdom Oracle, we have Co-Create. There's the artwork, and the number is 40. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you never would have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So interesting message, because as I was reading that, that made me think of what I was saying for the Sun card, right? How this person seems to be opening up to the possibility of a new connection through crossing paths with you. So I feel like for those of you, for example, if you're a cross watcher, or if you're someone who's like, yeah, this energy on the right seems to be more mine and this is the other person's, then that message there seems to resonate more strongly with the right side here. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.